In the frozen silence of Antarctica, a world untouched save for wind and geological time, something has been uncovered that shook the scientific establishment and terrified imaginations across the globe. What was hidden beneath the ice is so extraordinary, so unsettling, it may redefine our understanding of reality. Today, we reveal the chilling enigma unearthed beneath the Antarctic ice. Before diving in, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell to stay tuned. Throughout history, only a few courageous explorers earned the title of polar heroes, and not all received the fame they deserved, often because their findings were suppressed by powerful interests. Among these unsung pioneers was Rear Admiral Richard Evelyn Byrd. You may not recognize his name, but his revelations cast doubt on everything we thought we knew about Earth. Byrd was a decorated U.S. naval officer, aviator, and polar logistics mastermind. He earned the Medal of Honor for his audacity. In 1924, he joined Commander D.B. McMillan's Greenland expedition, marking the beginning of his legendary polar journey. What sets Byrd apart is not just his polar achievements, but an alleged discovery that shattered conventional knowledge and was subsequently buried by the authorities of his era. In May 1926, Byrd and pilot Floyd Bennett claimed to become the first men to fly over the North Pole, 15 hours and 35 minutes of frigid aerial navigation in a tri-motor Fokker plane. A brief engine leak nearly derailed them, but they pressed on and were celebrated as national heroes, decorated by Congress. Still, skeptics questioned their coordinates and whether they truly reached the pole. Byrd's Antarctic expeditions followed. In the late 1920s and through the 1930s, he established remote bases called Little America 1, 2, and 3, mapping previously uncharted ranges. He discovered Mount Sidley, a massive volcano and one of the famed 7 volcano peaks, drawing climbers and scientists alike. His final pre-World War II missions were unparalleled in scale. Operation High Jump, Little America 4 in 1946-1947, involved 13 ships and over 4,000 personnel, by far the most extensive Antarctic operation to date. By 1955 and 1956, Byrd returned for Operation Deep Freeze, Little America 5, part of the International Geophysical Year. Over the course of his polar career, he made countless geographical and scientific contributions. But what happened next is where it gets truly mysterious. After his death, his son allegedly discovered a lost diary that had somehow ended in the possession of someone named Tawani Wakawa Shush. Texts suggest that the diary fueled the formation of the so-called International Society for a Complete Earth, now known as the Hollow Earth Research Society. Published in the 1970s by UFO researcher Dan Weiss, the diary's contents purportedly defied conventional science and ignited widespread controversy. Within the journal lies an account of a flight on February 9, 1947, while leading Task Force 68 during Operation High Jump. Byrd reportedly veered off course from Antarctica, flying over the North Pole. During this flight, he encountered navigation instruments failing, sudden mountain ranges appearing on radar, and intense magnetic disturbances. 2 weeks later, Chilean newspapers printed accounts from members of his crew. Reports of a 20-minute battle with disc-shaped aerial objects that emerged from the sea. Several crew members were allegedly injured, or worse. According to Byrd's diary, his plane was then transported through a vortex into a subterranean world. He claimed to meet humanoid beings called the Agarthans, guided by a figure they called the Master. The Master rebuked humanity over the atomic bomb, warning of an impending storm without hope in conventional weapons or science. Yet he foretold that survivors would spawn a new world, reborn from chaos, guided by Agartha's wisdom. Byrd's final diary entry pledged silence, and reportedly, his communications with the Pentagon were abruptly shut down. Today, this alleged mission remains enveloped in speculation and secrecy. Fast forward to modern times, a sensational giant alien robot was supposedly unveiled in the Antarctic ice, its gleaming metal structure sparking global uproar. It was later exposed as an art installation, a spectacular hoax. But it raised questions. Who engineered it? How did they fool so many? Meanwhile, UFO researchers point to satellite imagery anomalies across Antarctica. Scott Waring of the ET database claims he found a triangular metallic object partially buried under snow. To him, it suggests alien visitation dating back centuries. The idea of a hollow Earth goes back millennia. Greek underworld myths, Nordic Hela, Hebrew Sheol, and received formal treatment in the 17th century by Edmund Halley, who proposed multiple concentric shells with internal atmospheres and magnetic fields. Euler, Leslie, Sims, and Reynolds further explored these ideas in later centuries. Early 20th century writers framed Earth as hollow, with internal suns and lost civilizations. Raymond Bernard, alias Walter Siegmeister, Richard Shaver, and others wrote fantastical tales about subterranean beings, alien technologies, and secret realms beneath our world, fanning fascination and fear alike. Though widely dismissed by mainstream science, these theories thrive as imaginative thought experiments, threaded with explorations, conspiracies, mythologies, and unverified eyewitness accounts. Which of Bird's alleged discoveries strikes you as most plausible? Was there really contact with an underground civilization? Were those flying discs real? Even if we dismiss them as myth, Bird's story invites us to interrogate the boundaries of accepted history. What do you think? Is there a hidden world beneath Antarctica? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into mystery, hit like and stay tuned. 2 suggested videos appear on your screen right now. See you there.